Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Subby over here at the Storm Track Weather Center. Hey, I want to give a brief update. I won't take up much of your time, but kind of a complex scenario that is playing out here this evening, overnight, and again tomorrow. And everything is dependent on how much the atmosphere can recover. So let's just start off. We're sitting here at 84.6 degrees with a 70, almost a 74-degree dew point here in Clinton, Missouri. So obviously, we take a look at the other dew points around in the area. We've got 72 at Harrisonville, 70 at Warrensburg, 70 at Sedalia, and look like 70 at Warsaw. Now, these are the dew points. That's what we're feeling out there, the mugginess. Plenty of fuel for thunderstorms. So, kind of draw your attention over here to the left side. You guys see this low pressure system here I'm drawing a circle around. That is going to be the culprit to, that is actually going to be the culprit to the threat for thunderstorms tonight. So definitely something that we're going to be keeping a very close eye on. As you can see where the yellow shaded area is right here, that is the slight risk for severe thunderstorms for our friends just to the north of west central Missouri. It actually clipped part of Cass County up here by Belton and Raymore. But we're really expecting, as this low pressure system is actually going to be moving this direction. Okay, not a very straight line, but that's the direction it's moving. This is what they call a triple point. Okay, that's where you're going to get your best lifting action. You've got dry air on the back side, and then you got warm, moist air on the front side, and that allows the atmosphere to be able to spin a little bit more. So that's the reason why you see this area in yellow be highlighted for that chance of seeing some severe weather tonight. All modes are possible, but the biggest threat is going to be large hail, 2-inch or larger possible up in northwest Missouri and northeast Kansas. And then, of course, strong damaging winds, 60 miles per hour, and 1 or 2 tornadoes are possible as well. Now we can check over here and we can take a look at day 2. Now, this will likely be overnight and dependent on how well the atmosphere recovers tomorrow afternoon. But as you can see, all of west central Missouri is in that slight risk for severe thunderstorms tomorrow. Now, we're really gonna have to watch these storms carefully overnight tonight because there's mixed data coming in whether or not they're going to stay together or whether or not they're going to start to fall apart as they come into west central Missouri. Now, depending on what that does, if it stabilizes our atmosphere and we get some severe storms at 3 o'clock in the morning, then we're not going to have that good of a chance to see that renewed severe threat in the afternoon. That's the reason why this is such a complex scenario that's unfolding. So it's basically we're going to have to wait and see how these thunderstorms perform tonight. And then that will give us a better chance to know what we're going to be getting tomorrow afternoon, if anything. Now, my honest thinking on this, and I've been working over this data most of the afternoon, I think maybe the stronger cells might be just south of west central Missouri tomorrow afternoon, down around Bolivar, maybe Nevada, and points to the south. But, and again, we're just going to have to watch the trends, watch the data, watch the models, and figure out exactly when our greatest threat of severe weather is going to happen here in west central Missouri. But one thing that we definitely want to make sure everybody stay weather aware tonight. Now, we also have another problem. You guys see these red dots here on the radar. There's one right here and one up here in North Kansas City. Those are radar sites. That is Pleasant Hill and KCI. Both of them are down. They've been having horrible communication problems today. Now, the last that I checked, at least the tower here in Clinton is still working on the weather radios. I'm not sure about you guys up in the Northland, up in the Kansas City area, whether or not that your weather radio is picking up a signal. If we do not get that back by tonight, say like around the 9-10 o'clock hour, we're going to be utilizing the Topeka radar site. So if you have a radar app on your site or on your phone or on your computer, you'll want to go to the Topeka radar site. Will give you the best vantage point of those storms up in northwest Missouri. So definitely want to get word out on that. They was hoping to have that fixed by early afternoon. But so far that has not happened. So that's actually something that we are definitely going to have to be prepared for. We went through this, if you guys remember here, been a couple weeks ago, where weather radios were down during the severe storm event. Of course, I come down here to the station and I was live and I was able to hit those warnings out there. Well, it might be a pretty tough scenario if we don't have radar, we don't have the National Weather Service weather radio. So that's why it's so important to have more than one means of notification of these warnings, watches, advisories. Have an app like Storm Shield. Have other means to be able to get this information. Of course, I'm going to be live all night. I am going to be following these storms. Actually, I will probably on my sister channel, that is the West Central Missouri advisory page, that is now Torque on Southern Plains. I will be likely live several times tonight over those storms in the Northland, in northwest Missouri and northeast Kansas. So if you guys have any relatives or friends up in that area, share that page with them, as I'm going to be watching that very closely as we go through the evening into the overnight hours. So again, a very complex setup. We're going to take a look at the latest data for short-term models, and we're going to take a look at what it is showing for radar, for what radar could look like at a certain time period. So, of course, this is as complex as storms that come through us overnight last night into this morning. And it is now pushed off into southeast Missouri. So we're going to put this into motion. And notice we should have a decent evening. It's going to still be hot. We're under that heat advisory till 7 o'clock. But you notice right around the 8-9 o'clock time frame, in that magic hour, we start to see a line of strong thunderstorms develop up here in northeast Kansas and northwest Missouri. And they will be making their way down to the KC Metro around midnight. And then they will continue to slide off to the southeast. Now, right now, it's the latest data is showing this line holding together to give us a chance for thunderstorms overnight. This is about 4-5 a.m. So it's going to be an early morning here in west central Missouri. Now, because we get that rainfall and those storms, if you notice where the storm picked back up on Thursday afternoon, it's just to the south of west central Missouri. So this is kind of going by the this is what I've been kind of thinking throughout the day, that this is a likely scenario. But again, these are models, and all this data all it does is tell us what could happen, not what will happen. So it's definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on, stay weather aware. Of course, I'll be giving updates here on 95.3 KDKD Facebook page, on Subby's Weather Talk, on YouTube. I'll be giving updates throughout the night, so to make sure you guys keep informed. So I do want to, let's take a look at the overall forecast for tonight, overnight, into tomorrow for west central Missouri. Okay, so I'm expecting still kind of partly cloudy skies at about 10 p.m. tonight, 85 degrees. At 1 a.m., we're going to start to see those storms come through KC Metro and start to push their way to the southeast. And then I'm expecting at 6 a.m., be 74 degrees with thunderstorms in the area of west central Missouri. Now that is the plan right now. Now remember, this is not set in stone. We're kind of doing this what's called now casting. Okay, so we definitely want to we have to see where these storms fire up, see what their intensity is, see if the atmosphere can actually recover. So that's the game plan for tonight. And of course, I will be up all night. I'll be tracking these storms, keeping you guys for sure with all the latest information that I possibly can. I'm going to look here at chat here real quick. I've been talking a lot, of course. Hi, Lucky. Janet. Hey, Jeff. Now, Jeff, he's actually a storm chaser. He is up there in northeast Kansas. So he's going to be out and about tonight watching these storms as well, because he's kind of in the heart of those of that risk area. Respect the Polygon, you know it. Hi, Nicole. Right now, it's all of west central Missouri is going to be in that threat for a few severe thunderstorms. Now, it's not like we're going to have 10 counties all under severe thunderstorm warnings. But I do expect, if this line stays together in west central Missouri, that we will have a few severe thunderstorm warnings for our area. So it's definitely something that we are going to be having to keep a close eye on tonight. You bet, MH. Hi, Susan. Yep, there was. So, Susan, I don't think there was anything over in the Bates County. I know this morning early, Pettis County as well as Benton County had some thunderstorms roll in really early. I was actually up and following these storms this morning as well. Hi, Debbie. All right, good to see you guys. Thanks for chiming in today, as always. And remember, I'm going to be watching these throughout the course of the entire evening. So let's just make sure that we want to stay weather aware. And again, one thing that I have to throw out there, because they do awesome work locally, as well as help keep all these live streams during the day, being able to get word out to as many people as possible. And of course, that's going to be for J Southland Tow, as well as Family Safe Storm Shelter down in Republic, and of course right here in Clinton, the Dent Clinic. Great people. You can give them a call if we should happen to get some hail damage tonight. There's a possibility of getting some hail tonight and tomorrow. These are definitely the guys that you want to give them a call. They're local. They're great people. I know them personally. So listen, if anybody has any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. tonight. Like I said, I'm going to be local. I'm going to be watching radar. I'm going to be tracking these storms throughout the night. So if anybody has any questions, if they got comments, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. How can you say weather aware without weather radio? That's actually a great question. And as of right now, mine is still working from the Clinton Tower. Now, and of course, I'm going to be, if I'm still seeing that the radar sites are down, as we get closer to the midnight 1 o'clock time frame, I will go ahead and go live. And I'll stay live through the course of the night if we need to keep everybody weather aware. But if you don't have weather radios, then I suggest a good app on your phone. Two of the top ones out there, I've talked about them relentlessly over the last few years. Number one is Storm Shield. It's a free app. It follows you wherever you go, and it will wake you up in the middle of the night if you are placed under a warning. And another one is from the American Red Cross, and it's called Emergency. Both of those are free apps. They follow you wherever you go. So if you're traveling, you enter a county that is under say a tornado warning, it will alert you that you are entering a county that is under a tornado warning. So two great apps right there. They're available Apple and Android, and they're free. So definitely have multiple ways to receive watches and warnings. If for some reason that this line should happen to lose its steam as it comes across west central Missouri, then we're going to have kind of a redo chance to see some severe storms tomorrow afternoon. So you just don't want to let your guard down, whether we get storms tonight, or I should say late tonight, early tomorrow morning, or if we get storms tomorrow afternoon. We need to stay weather aware through that entire period and not let our guard down. So, and again, we are working relentlessly trying to get more free weather radios that's going to be available for all of you guys. I'm hoping to know something here in a couple, 3 weeks. I will definitely make that known, and we'll try to get weather radios out to those that still need one. But it's by far it's a life-saving device, just like a smoke detector or a carbon monoxide detector. It's very important. Every household, I believe, should have a weather radio. It can wake you up in the middle of the night. It can alert the kids. It can alert the dog. I know that from experience. So anyway, we're working hard to try to get more of those available at no cost for the community. So guys, that's all I have for right now. And again, stay weather aware. I will be continuing to update as the day go on. I just want to check. Let me check one thing here before I let you guys go. Let me check all the chat, make sure let's make sure all the questions are answered here. I think I answered Nicole's question as far as how do we stay weather aware without weather radios, or if we don't have a weather radio, those apps, they are lifesavers. Make sure you get an app on your phone, tablet, laptop. Susan, our weather radar doesn't work or won't connect where we are located in Appleton City on. Yeah, so Susan, that's we kind of mentioned that about the radar site also not being on right now. Oh, weather radio. Your weather radar doesn't work or won't connect where we are located in Appleton City. You should be able. Do you normally pick up the Clinton Tower, Susan? I do believe that the Clinton Tower. Let me think about this. Let's go. Let me jump over here real quick to. Let me click over here to Subby Weather Talk, and let's go to Live Weather Radio. Let's see here. So right now, so Kansas City is offline right now. Springfield is on.
In effect from noon to 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time Thursday.
So Springfield is up and going in Springfield, Susan. Let's see if we can get. Let's go to the coverage maps. So I tell you what, Susan, you should be able to pick up Clinton without a problem. That's the KZZ39. You should be able to pick. You should be able to pick them up without a problem. That's what I am picking up right now on my weather radio.
With a high in the upper 80s at 3 p.m. at Clinton.
So make sure you're on 162.500 on your weather radio, Susan. Hey, Derek. So that's 162.500 is the frequency for the Clinton Tower. There's a possibility it might have got maybe accidentally moved up a couple of frequency numbers or something like that. But you might want to make sure. Okay, you are on 162.50. Hi, Avery. No, I don't think you're gonna have. You're not gonna have much problems up there tomorrow morning with severe weather. As you can see, by the time this is day 2, so you're up here in Detroit. So this is all day tomorrow. And then by the time Friday gets here, that's going to be down to your south. So I don't expect any problems down there with you guys there in Michigan. Well, Susan, I don't know what to tell you about your weather radio. You should be able to pick up Clinton Tower according to what we just looked up, and it is working. I verified that, so I'm not 100% sure what that problem is with the radio. I don't know if it's a newer one or an older radio. They should be able to pick it up, though. That's a little concerning. Debbie's able to pick it up. Okay, so Appleton City should be able to pick Clinton's tower out. The tower is actually out of Shawnee Mound on 13 Highway, and you should be able to pick that up without a problem. I can actually pick up Kansas City, Kansas City Metro. I can pick up down here as well on a different frequency. So that's something to keep an eye on. And again, Susan, I'm going to be, like I said, anything threatening around West Central Missouri, I'm going to be live on YouTube and all the platforms. So I will try to keep you up to date and keep up with me. Message me on Facebook. Let me know if you get that thing going. If not, we'll try to come up with another solution for you. No problem, Susan. All right, guys. Well, hey, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And again, let's check out what I'm expecting through the course of tonight. So, and again, 10 o'clock, 85 degrees. We should be under partly cloudy skies. 1 a.m. That's what I believe that the line of storms is going to be coming through KC Metro, heading to the southeast. We will have to wait and see if this line holds together as it approaches West Central Missouri around the 3 o'clock a.m. time frame. And then at 6 o'clock, still expect that at least part of West Central Missouri would still be under rain and thunderstorms with a low of 74. So that is what we've got going on tonight, guys. And again, I'll be following these storms throughout the night and keep you guys updated. Take care, guys. Stay weather aware. I'll be talking to you, I'm